sandwich was also pretty good. I'd recommend. Bucky's has some really good food, as it's all made fresh, as you can see. These people are getting paid pretty good, so honestly, I don't blame them. But I mean, as you can see, that is fresh, made right in your face. It's fresh as you'll get for a gas station, of course. These desserts, on the other hand, were pretty bland. They look better than they taste. I believe these are the peanuts, sorry. More meat, more meat, more meat. Pause on the meat. A lot of sausage here. I tried to crank this device, but it didn't work in the end. 0 out of 10. Very disappointing. Welcome to the wall of Bucky's. Yes, they stare into your soul. The wall of Bucky's. We tried to put in a quarter, but it didn't work. Now we got shot glasses. Check out my YouTube short when I did tingles on these shot glasses.